Congratulations, Coach. What a sweet one on their home court. What was the key to overcoming their zone D and pulling through that momentum that you started out of the locker room at the beginning of the third?
We just had to get organized. They went to a zone late in the game to try to disrupt our timing and our rhythm. And, I took a timeout when they were shooting free throws to just put us in an environment which we can just move the ball and play. And I thought our guys did a good job late of executing that, and they end up getting out of the zone.
B.I. has his fingerprints on so many areas of this game, whether it's his scoring, his playmaking for others, the way he sees the court. What impresses you the most?
Yeah, Brandon is a special player. I've talked about him a number of times. He watches a ton of film. His work ethic is off the charts. And he's just getting better and better. And the beauty in it is that he's just trusting the guys on the floor. And they trust him. And, he has times where he's aggressive. And then if the defense is on him, he's giving it up. Tonight is evident of that with 12 assists.
Yeah, it seems like B.I.'s really taken off since that day you guys sat down and had that talk. What have you really seen in his game these past few nights, where he's really just kind of looking more like himself again?
Well, it's all things that he already knows. It's things that he's watched, scoring a little bit faster, getting guys in the right spot, being patient. I think his rhythm is getting better coming off that injury. My talk, it was just to check in with him and to tell him what I saw, but he was already there. And now it's good to see him just taking off, and he's putting in the work.
What did you think about the decision-making he had early on? I mean, I think he had the 12 assists, but I think he had them all by the middle of the third quarter. And I think it kind of set things up for him later in the game, right?
Yeah, it was great. That's what we want from Brandon, is to just pick your spots. There's times where he's aggressive and he's scoring, and then the defense adjusts to that, and they'll start to sag in and help off guys, and he's just making a simple play over and over again. It's what we talk about. It's what the coaching staff talk about, and the guys are doing a really good job. We're getting better at just trusting each other. Tonight, 30 assists and 10 turnovers is the recipe for our team.
You guys went to Herb on Luka 2 nights ago. You start with GT. It was mostly GT tonight. What was different about how, or what kind of made you want to go to that change, and then what were you guys able to do differently tonight to slow him down a little bit more?
Well, Garrett, this is his 12th year in the league, so he's seen it all. And we wanted to just put a little bit of know-how on Doncic. I thought he did a good job. Herb did a good job. All the guys that came in and guarded him. But we had to make an adjustment just in terms of how we guarded him in general, no matter who was on him. And I thought our team, we did a good job of locking in on that.
I don't know what the final number was, but I know a high percentage of your shots tonight ended up winning assists as well. I know that was a big priority for you coming into this situation. Just what did you see tonight, just the overall ball movement from the team?
Beautiful. It's the way we want to play. It's fun to play that way. I believe the guys enjoy it. Everyone feels a part of the game when the ball is moving and hopping, and we just have to continue to play that way. I'm proud of our turnaround, especially with these guys coming on our floor and beating us, and then the resiliency of our team of coming back and winning on their home floor.
And it wasn't that long ago when you were talking about guys got to make shots, and one of the names you brought up was Trey Murphy. And these past few games, it seems like he can't miss a three. Just what are you seeing from him, especially in limited windows where he's able to come in and be effective?
He's doing a good job. He's working with Coach Corey Brewer. They're in the gym every day, and I'm watching Trey, and he's serious about just getting better. And I think he's starting to catch up with the speed of the game. It was a little quick for him early, but I'm proud of him. He came in and hit some really big shots for us, and we believe in him. We're just going to continue to work as a team, and it's good to see those guys come in and just have the effort that they did.
Let's go to Christian on Zoom.
Hey, I know you've talked a lot about turning stops into scores. Was that third quarter when you guys outscored them 35-20? Kind of what that looks like for you guys?
Most definitely. Anytime, we can force those guys to take tough shots and rebound the ball, we want to go. And the third quarter was evident. 35-20. It was a real good push for us, and we needed it. But that's when we're playing at our best.
Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win, first of all. For you guys to have a player like Garrett Temple who's impactful with many ways on the floor, but his passing ability, his rebounding, how important it is and how beneficial for Brandon Ingram's game it is.
It's huge for Brandon. It's huge for our team. It's huge for me. Garrett, you know, he's I think this is his 12th season in the NBA. He's seen it all. He's done it all. Been on multiple teams. But he brings such substance to our group in the locker room, on the floor, in the community, and he's just huge for us. He had a big night tonight, and you know, not necessarily scoring, but guarding the ball, rebounding the ball, being in the right spots, setting screens, all things that a veteran like Garrett comes in the game, and this is how he impacts our team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. shoot a crazy percentage from the field. Tonight, y'all obviously do a much better job defensively. What did you kind of see on that end that y'all were able to improve?
I mean, we had to fix the matchup, switch some things around, and we knew that they just made a bunch of tough shots. I mean, some of it was on us, but then, they was just making some tough shots, and that's the NBA. But we just came out ready to compete on the defensive end and make it super tough on them. And I feel like we did a good job of that tonight.
I know you drew the main assignment on Luka 2 nights ago. GT does it tonight. First, what did you think of what GT was able to do?
I mean, he's a great defender, all around, great player, great feel for the game. And so I was just, like, while I was guarding my man, I was just trying to pick up on tendencies that he was doing that made it super tough on Luka. So when I had to guard him, I could continue to make it tough on him.
How much do you do that? I mean, obviously, you can watch film afterwards, but how much are you trying to actively do that in games, knowing, like, okay, if he picks up another foul, I got to switch, so let me do this because he's like, how much are you thinking about that?
I'm doing it all the time. If I'm not guarding the best player out there, whoever he is, I'm always trying to pick up on things that makes that guy uncomfortable. And so when I do have the chance to guard him, I can do the same.
And what have you kind of learned from GT this year, just kind of picking his brain, figuring out how to defend some of these high-level guys in the league?
The biggest thing right now is just keeping my hands off of, like when guys screen out, I tend to grab the screen and I get a lot of calls, a lot of foul calls on that. And then just, just being me, competing, and just trying to make it super tough. Not, knowing that I'm not going to block every shot, but just trying to, make it super tough and contest everything.
How much does GT help you in game on the court? I saw there was a moment tonight where I think you went to Tony Brothers about a foul, and GT had to come and say, no, he's like, explain it to him. And like, how much is on the court is he directing traffic and helping you, do what you need to be doing?
Yeah, he's always in my ear, and I'm open to learning. I don't care who it is. So if he has something to say, I don't necessarily just go up to him unless I have a question. I don't necessarily just go up to him. He'll come up to me and tell me what he sees while I'm out there. And I just take that and try to apply it.
Yeah, career high for BI tonight, 12 assists. Seems like these past couple games, he's getting much more comfortable in what he's doing out there. Just what are you seeing from him and the way he's kind of directing y'all on offense?
I seen it all, all summer. I didn't know he could pass it that well. I seen it this summer. It's nothing new to me. Not the last game, but a couple games ago when he was making the quick decisions, I feel like he got back to that tonight, and he really just opened everything up for the offense.
Did he have a pass in the summer that you were kind of like, oh?
No, it's just like the quick reads. The quick reads he makes off of the pick and rolls, and him being able to see over the defense. He's tough.
Go to Christos on Zoom.
Hey Herbert, congratulations on the win first of all. You allowed 91 points tonight against one of the most gifted teams on an offensive end. What was the main factor and what would you like to maintain about your defensive effort?
Just to keep making it super tough on guys, competing on the defensive end, and not letting shot making by the other team affect how hard we compete on the defensive end.
All right, that'll do it. Thanks, Herb.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they had a crazy shooting night a couple nights ago. Just what do you think about just the overall effort on defense and what y'all were able to do to slow down Luka a little bit tonight?
I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. Obviously we didn't shoot the ball well in the first quarter, but to hold them to what we did in the first quarter and then to be able to build off that defense in the second half, I think Luka was 7 for 20. Total team effort just to kind of try to wear him down. We switched up the defensive coverage and pick and roll, and I think give credit to the coaching staff for seeing how we should guard him.
You obviously drew more of the main assignment on Luka tonight. What did you try to kind of do differently, maybe than what you guys had planned the other on Wednesday night?
Honestly, the thing about him, we wanted to try to keep him from getting everybody else involved as much as he did the other night. When he's so capable of a scorer, when he gets everybody else involved, we know he can get his as well. So trying to kind of give him the first option of shoot, second option of shoot, and just make it as tough as I can for him. So playing physical, getting into him. He got a little frustrated early on, and then we tried to build off that.
I'll leave it at that. We watched Herb was telling us that he watches you guard Luka, and he's trying to pick up little different things as to maybe what he did. What did you see when he switched on to Luka compared to what he did maybe the other night too?
Yeah, I think understanding that he, maybe not cutting him off as much. Luka likes to feel you, be able to feel you, and sometimes he makes a move so you can cut him off so he can get back to the spot he wants to get to. So just and Herb is a great, stable, steady defender, but Luka has a lot of tricks of the trade. So just trying to get over screens, get as skinny as he can to get over screens, things of that nature.
Herb talked a good bit about just having you in his ear and how that's impacted him this year. Just what's about just seeing what he's been able to accomplish as a rookie on a defensive end, and what's your message been, throughout the season to help him improve?
It's crazy. I'm getting chills. Herb, we have the same agency, and Mark Bartlestein, he's an SEC guy, and once I saw him in Nashville, to see a guy like Herb, who's such a great person, first and foremost, and plays basketball the right way, does it for the right reasons, to see him have the success he's had is just great. And just, I saw in Nashville how great a defender he was going to be able to be, and then to see him be able to, bring that to the league in his first year and just take advantage, and also just offensively just knows how to play. Cutter has improved his shot, just plays with a lot of confidence. I'm very, very proud of him, and if he continues to play like he's playing, he's going to have a long career in the NBA.
I know I saw a moment tonight, I think it was he had a foul on Luka. He's trying to get an explanation from Tony Brothers, and you come up and you're like, trying to help him, hey Tony, I need you because he's a rookie.
You gotta, he's a rookie, so rookies need to learn how to talk to referees, and so just explaining to him how to go about talking to him to get an explanation, because a lot of times defenders like Herb and I and Josh, when I'm talking to a referee, I want to know what I did wrong so I can not do it again, and explain to him maybe our side of things, just for future reference, So that's all that was, and Tony's a guy that I've known for a long time.
How as a vet, how mindful do you have to be of things like that during a game while you're trying to, all right, how do I defend Luka? How does he defend this guy? But also like those little things that you're trying to pick up.
Yeah, just things that, Trey Murphy got a foul in the second half, holding a guy, and he came to the bench and he was like, I only had one hand on him. I said, well, that's a foul, still a foul. But you got to understand these guys are rookies, right. And explaining to him what a tactile touch is versus just holding your hand there, and so that's just part of the game. You don't think of it as extra duty. It's just something that comes with being in the league for a while.
Yeah, and B.I. had a career high 12 assists tonight. Just what's it been like seeing him get back on track these past couple games and being that guy, leading the offense?
Exactly. He's so capable of having high assist nights every game. We got to make shots for him, but his ability to get downhill and put pinpoint passes, being able to skip the ball, make an easy pass to that slot. He creates a lot of attention, and when he trusts us and we make shots for him, it makes it easier for him to even have a great night like he does. So I'm happy to see that, and we got to continue to make shots for him.
And you guys are now 6-6 in the last 12 games. Got some wins against quality teams. Just what are you kind of seeing from this team now? These past couple of weeks, kind of turning it around after that rough start.
I think just understanding our role, having BI back, and having a guy like Vi, and then obviously Jonas and Devontae. Billy's been really big for us off the bench the last few games. Obviously, Hurd's been big when we get Josh back, and then obviously Z. But I think just understanding our role and playing with a certain pace on the defensive and offensive end.
Let's go to Christos on Zoom.
Oh.
Hey Garrett, congratulations on the win first of all. That game, that performance overall, what it represents about you guys as a team?
That's a great question. I think perseverance and resilience. That's the one word that Willie put up at the beginning of the season, understanding that we were going to go through some things. Obviously, after that hurricane that hit our city. So just coming out, bouncing back like we did, being a resilient team, even after the first quarter that we had. Again, just understanding that we got to keep grinding away, and we were able to do that.
You kind of referenced this a little bit when you were talking about you were asked about the great stretch that you guys have had lately, but over just the last week, you guys have had road wins against Utah, Clippers, and then Dallas. They're all teams that are, top 6 or 7 in the West. You get a sense that there's kind of confidence growing, whether it's seems like individually among some of your younger guys or just as a group overall?
I think both, especially for a guy like Trey Murphy to come in and hit 3 big threes for us after not being in rotation as much when Josh was here. And then, playing those games like you said, a big shot in Utah to win the game, beating LA the way we were able to beat them there. I think the biggest thing for us is the consistency. You can have those games, but that home game against Dallas, we can't. If we're going to lose, we can't lose by 30 or 40. I think that's the next step for us. But definitely as a team, we're growing in confidence, and we're ready to try to get two on this road trip.
All right, thanks, GT.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Progress.
They shot a wild percentage from the field a couple nights ago. What did you guys do defensively just to do a better job of holding them tonight?
The coaches changed the coverage a little bit, and we just followed it. They game plan a little different, and we just limited the threes. We knew Luka was going to be Luka, but we had to limit everybody else, and I think we did a good job of that tonight.
What would you think of the job that GT did trying to limit those extra opportunities tonight?
Him and Herb did a really good job today. Just fighting over screens. We knew it was a heavy pick and roll team today, and for them to lock in on that today, it was good. It helped everybody else just pick up the intensity and rebound the basketball today, and we just followed the game plan.
I was going to ask about Herb next, but Herb, he was telling us that like on the court he'll watch other people defend if like GT's on or whoever's on the best player, he'll watch them defend to try to pick up tips. How much do you see him trying to learn just middle of the game on the fly as much as he can?
I don't see it. I feel like he has a good feel for the game himself, on not just defensively but offensively too, just being in the right spots at the right time, rebounding the basketball offensively. But on the defensive end, he has good tendencies, getting over screens, being in the right spot on the help side, and just helping out his teammates. So that is a good thing. I might do that myself.
And do you think GT's presence out there kind of helps you guys, just what he's able to see, the way he communicates with guys, just having a vet guy out there, being able to kind of tell y'all what he sees?
Yeah, he's a good veteran presence. To have him out there being a voice for the young guys is very important, because we have 1, 2, 3-year players that haven't played the game in the NBA for a very long time, and for him to be a voice on the sideline and on the floor, it helps a lot.
12 assists for you, a career high. I think all of them came in the first 2.5 quarters. What were they trying to crowd you early that was just allowing you to be able to see the read to make those passes early?
Getting back out there and playing, I just felt like getting the best shot on the floor every single time, and just seeing guys open. I'm tall enough to see over guys, so just making the right pass whenever it's presented, and it was presented a lot tonight. You got to credit the guys for making shots, but guys were open on the wing. Just hitting the wings, guys were open down low. Jonas made a few plays on the inside. Herb had some fast breaks, and Nikhil and Kyra, so they made it easy for me.
And something we've heard from multiple people is Bi's making quick decisions. These past couple games, he's making quick decisions. How much do you think that's made a difference in your game, just kind of speeding up the way you're processing things out there?
I think it's not only helping me, but it's helping my teammates out a lot. Getting to the paint and collapsing the defense a little bit. Getting to my stuff a little bit quicker in the shot clock, and it's helping a lot. So our offense is really good, so it's not stagnant, and that's where most of it becomes stagnant in the fourth quarter when I'm holding the basketball a little bit too long. It's important for me to make quick decisions as well as everybody else.
And 6-6 over these last 12 games, just what are you kind of seeing from this team after that rough start to kind of steady this ship?
We just continue to get better. We're gonna have some good games. We're gonna have some bad games, but as long as we continue to learn and adjust, it's encouraging. I think I've been encouraged every single game, just seeing something new from all our guys, and we just have to figure out how to be consistent with it.
Go to Christos on Zoom.
Hey Brandon, congratulations on the win, the performance as well. What's your mindset every time you step on the floor, especially this season?
Well, my mindset every single game is that the guy in front of me can't guard me, and they're going to send another player. And it's important for me to get the best shot on the floor, find the next guy that's open, and make the game easier for myself and for everybody else. On the defensive end, it's important for me, if I'm on the basketball, to be locked in. If I'm off the basketball, to help my teammates and make sure that I'm rebounding the basketball and pushing the pace into our easy offense.
you mentioned that you've been getting encouraged by pretty much every game in terms of the strides that the team is making. Over the last week, you guys have road wins now at Utah, Clippers, and Dallas, obviously, tonight. I mean, what do you think that can do for you guys as far as just the confidence that you guys are gaining?
It builds momentum. Like I said, we have to figure out how we can be consistent every single game. I think every game is different and how guys play us, but we just continue to figure it out. We execute our offense, and we just try to bring the intensity on the defensive end just to get the best out of it.
And that'll do it. Thanks, B.I.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Appreciate you.